It's 4:30 AM. I'm off to Coed-Y-Brenin today in West Wales to mountain bike. The place has been recommended to me on Facebook. It seems like a really gnarly route, some really long routes, so it could be a good 4 to 6 hours on the bike. It's a good 3 hours over, 3 hours back. So it's going to be a long day, very long day, which is why I'm up at 4:30 in the morning to crack on and make this happen.
We're in Wales. I wonder how you can tell. Oh, there's actually mountains, hills, whatever you want to call them. Steep things. We're approaching the Snowdonia National Park.
So I was en route to Coed-Y-Brenin and I came to a roundabout and it said Barmouth, 8 miles in the other way. And I thought, you know what, it's only 7:30 in the morning. I'm going to go and check out the place that I used to spend a lot of my childhood. It's got a lot of good memories for me, this place. I'm currently just on the beach here. Remember this spot here? I used to go crab fishing when I was a kid. And the ice cream parlour still there. Yeah. It was one of my granddad, who was born and bred in Wales, is one of his favourite spots. And my family love coming down here and have done so for well, the majority of my life, basically. Do love Wales, absolutely love Wales. So I've arrived now at Coed-Y-Brenin. It's about 10 to 10 now. Still pretty cloudy in the distance there, as you can see. I'm shattered. Had a bit of an accident last week, so I'm going to start on the blue here, which has been highly recommended. It's supposed to be a really flowy, quick blue, which is quite rare actually. So I'm going to start on that, see how we get on. Hopefully it will dry up a little bit and we'll take on the reds and maybe the blacks later. See how we get on. I've never actually been here before. I think we're doing the Minortaur first, which is the blue, which I've been told is nice and flowy. Loop 1 3 kilometres, loop 2 5 kilometres, loop 3 9 kilometres. God knows what's what, but I guess we'll find out, won't we? Plenty of time. Right, here we go. So the Minortaur straight into a climb. So I guess I should probably tell you what I'm riding today. I'm on my white T130 RS 2017 model. Oh, this is quite nice actually. Nice and flowy, as said. So I've got Fox 32's floats. It's a bit wet. Does the trail go up there or does it come down here? Gotta love this, haven't you? Getting lost already. Okay. So we've got Fox 130mm travel on the front and the rear. Oh wow, okay, that's a good old down tree, that. So we are doing this just after Storm Callum.
So and it's Reeds Carnage on the west coast of Wales, so you can expect quite a bit of that from what I've heard. A bit of skipping on the gears at the minute. Not entirely sure why. But there we go. Right, here we go. Nice flowy trail. We've got here Minotaur to the right, Beast and the Dragon's back. We're going to look at doing later. So, here we go. We're blowing already. Then it's cold, so there we are. Whew. We do have to last the whole day, so we'll take it a bit easier. Couple of switchbacks here. It's a nicely groomed trail, to be fair. Almost like a walking track. There we go. Great fun. Here we are. Beautiful. Oh. Another drop here. Nice. Very flowy. I mean, look at that. It's like a roller coaster. What a great way to get warmed up. Fantastic. Oh, lovely. Nice berm here. Nice and high. Beautiful. Oh yeah. More berms. This is good. I think I might have to come round and do this one again. Oh, it's lovely. Another drop. You know, you don't usually see drops on blues, to be fair. So it'll be interesting to see what the black's like. But yeah, this is a lovely blue. To be fair, where I usually ride down Cannock, the blue is practically just a fire road, and there's nothing to it. So, you know, it's welcome to have a blue with something about it, really. Very nice. Oh yeah, that is stunning. Whew. Right. The white bull. Okay, here we go. A little bit of a tiny climb, really. Nothing much. Let's see where this takes us. I mean, what to say, so far, so good. Very impressed. As I said, down Cannock, the blue's a fire road, not much to it. I mean, in all honesty, I think despite the fact there's some steep inclines, it's a very easy trail, much wider than this. As I said, it's like a fire road all the way around, just a bit of a lung buster. If you really want a solid workout down Cannock, you hit the blue as a warm-up, good 45 minutes, and then you head out onto the the dog and a monkey for another 13 kilometers, and it takes you about 2 hours. It's a good 3-hour circuit. Yeah, this is very lovely, nice and windy. There's about 9 kilometers I think of this, which, you know, at this speed shouldn't take too long at all really, but we'll see. Obviously what goes up must come down, and so far I spent most of its time going down, so there's definitely some climbing involved later. Oh, the Minotaur, there we go, now we're talking. Again, you ready for something monstrous. It's only the blue, haven't spared the blushes here. It's fantastically quick little circuit, brilliant. Oh yes, some lovely little air off that. And here we go for another berm. I mean, look at this. That is just beautiful. Absolutely stunning. What more do you want? Just great stuff. I mean, so far, I think this blue probably wipes the floor with a bit of what Llandegla's got to offer. I mean, this is quicker, bermier and flowier than most of the runs I've done at Degla. The same probably goes for Hamsterley. So fair play to the guy on Facebook in the mountain bike enthusiasts group for giving me the heads up on this. Cracking bit of trail. I mean, I have to say, I'm intrigued to see what the reds are like. I don't know if I'll get onto the blacks, but to see how we're feeling. I've got a feeling the blacks might be pretty serious here, so we'll see. Oh, there we go, yeah. Alright, we've got some climbing. Yeah. Whew. Oh, I'm blowing. It's I mean, I suppose it's only hard work because I'm trying to pedal a bit faster for the video, really. But yeah, credit where it's due. So we're testing the stabilisation on this as well. Had the GoPro mounted on the visor of a full face helmet, and I've seen on YouTube a lot of people, Mick Trail Rider in particular, having his chin mounted and having put together a special setup for that. I haven't got that yet. I have a metal mesh covering my mouthpieces, so I can't zip tie anything on there. But I've ordered a Pro Shot in from the States, which is a visor that sits across the chin and allegedly gives you the best shots. And of course, when your GoPro sits on your helmet, your head acts a little bit like a gimbal. It allows the viewers to see where we're looking. Oh my word, these trees down here. Don't think they were down by the storm, maybe, I don't know. But it's fortunate they're not across the track. Now I know at other bike centres, Llandegla in Gisborne, spent most of yesterday clearing the tracks. Gisborne in particular, as they have the Women Hope Enduro Championships on today, which is why I didn't go to Gisborne. But hell, you know, after this I don't think I've missed out. I mean, this is brilliant. Whew. Good old workout. Now to bring the lads down here. Let's have a look. Oh, be interesting to see if the film, if the mount and the GoPro shows the speed and everything else. You know, I just realised I committed cardinal sin and I hadn't actually started my my Strava, last week I had a personal best down a lower cliff, 2 minutes 15 I think it was, something like that, which my Garmin didn't pick up, but my Strava on my phone did. My Garmin had a 4 minute or so because it had started the segment when I got to the top of the climb, and usually I have a bit of a rest at the top of the climb to make sure that I'm fully fit for the decline down lower cliff, because it can certainly take its toll. This is a bit of a climb, this one, a bit rocky and slippy, but it's all good. Oh, you don't get that down Cannock. It's a little bit wet, but I have to say that the gravel on the track soaked it up well. Excellent. Oh, here we go. Another fun bit. There we are. Whew. Okay, so I think that might be it with the Minotaur. I'm not sure. We shall see. It's into here. So, let's see what this has got to offer. I mean, most of that was climbing uphill, so it's promising that this will be a quick downhill, and it is. I mean, that is some berm, that is. Yeah, I'm not hitting that. Good lord. Those rocks sticking out. And people have used that as a berm. Well, I'm fairly sure we're not supposed to. Look at that. As I said, don't get shots like that. Yes. I don't know if you could drop down there maybe. I don't know, but I'm feeling this might be a steady one. Back to the main trail centre. But I certainly think that I'll be going up the hit the right way. Yeah, I think it is. Yeah, I certainly think I'll be doing loop 1 at this again at the very least. I mean, most of this loop so far now has been uphill with very little action on the way down, but that first loop was brilliant, so I'd definitely be heading back for that. Certainly a good warm-up. Get the muscles going and get you feeling the rhythm before you hit anything harder and more technical. Well, we're now, looks like we're on a bit of a walking trail and mountain bike trail, so it's one of the issues when you don't know an area, so it can be quite easy to get lost. I found Hamsterley in particular, very easy to lose your way. Signposting wasn't amazing. You do find your way eventually. And it is a great trail. Look at that. It's just stunning. And that is why you come to Wales. They are the ones that we'll be looking to attack later on today. So we're here all day. Going to try and make a big day of it. See how the legs cope. I struggled with the Degler last week, mainly because I had a 50-mile cycle the day before on the road, and the legs weren't quite feeling it. But we're a bit more rested this week, and hopefully we'll get the best out of me, get the best out of this place. But my god, the first loop of this is brilliant, fantastic. I'm going to keep banging on about it as well. Whew. Brilliant. Okay, so we're sharing this with cars. Whew. So yeah, I get an impression now, seeing as I've just crossed the section of the Minotaur we came down, this is now mostly fire road on the way back. So it looks like we're dropping into another section after that fire road bit. Let's see what it offers. Maybe not a lot, but we shall see. Well, it's a bit flowier. I mean, if this is after the first loop and you join this, then you only really need to do the first loop down here if you want all the fun bits, that's for sure. It's definitely quick and flowy. It's good fun. Definitely if you're perhaps an intermediate, this is a great trail for you to kind of hone your manual skills, your little jumps, bunny hopping, and yeah, there's nothing too mega, nothing that should really throw you off. It's nice and wide, so picking up speed, you're not really going to put yourself in any major danger if you know how to handle a bike, which I would assume most intermediates do. Right, okay, what are we doing? Right, we're down here. Okay. Fire roads tend to be one of those things that you have to deal with fairly often when you've got big places like this. You can't build on everything, and to be fair, sometimes you need the brake, so it can be quite welcome. So we've done the blue trail, the Minotaur, as recommended, and as you can probably tell, it was brilliant. It was really good. For a blue, that's the best blue we've ever done. There aren't many blues like that, in my opinion. Very flowy, lovely trail. So I've decided, seeing as I'm up here on my own, I'm not gonna risk the black. Maybe I'll do that when I'm up with some other people, just in case, you know, a safety net. So I'm going to do the red, which is one of the oldest trails and just a classic. I'm going to do the Dragon's Back, which is still about 35 to 40 kilometers long, 3 to 5 hours on the trail, so it's going to be pretty full on, but just not as kind of strenuous. So the other thing is 5 hours of doing black could be pretty tough. So let's see how we get on. Right then, this is the start of the Dragon's Back with this pretty awesome set of forks here. So you've got 31.1 kilometers, 3 to 5 hours, 710 meters of climb. It's pretty heroic. This is the one that I've come to do. The beast can wait for another time. Let's see how it goes. So we drop in now. I believe that this trail gets to a point in height where, oh, here we go again, starting already. Whoa. That's how it's going to be. Drop-offs galore and lots of rocky features. Okay, alright, here we go. Jesus. I have to admit that I'm not the biggest fan of rock gardens, Very technical bit of trail that is. Started you mean to go on, no doubt. Be interesting. I mean, I probably have to build some confidence up on the rocks and maybe start taking them a bit quicker. I'm just very conscious that it's wet, so they're slippy, which obviously means if you make a mistake, get your positioning wrong, it could be quite bad. So so far so good. Enough. I need to open up my travel a little bit. I only got it on halfway at the moment, and sometimes that can mean that you come unstuck in the rocky bits, but seems okay so far. I'm also hoping that I've got enough air in the rear to avoid a pinch, because that's what I had at Hamsterley on the rocks, was a pinch. Okay. You can bet your life that this will be a climb in a garden, which, yeah, I'm going to really struggle with. So we're locked out the back. Let's give it a whirl. I mean, I'm just not used to this because we don't have this at Cannock at all. Anything like this. And the only large rock garden uphill that we have I actually struggle with, so there we go. We're getting somewhere. Just gotta make sure you pick the right line. Whew. Yeah. I mean, if it's like this for the whole trail, I can see it being very demanding. And the one thing I have to watch with the rocks on my white C130 is that the bottom bracket is notoriously quite low, so it's very easy to gash and catch your bracket and your pedals on rocks, so something to be wary of that. Oh my lord, there we go. Whew. Need to put a lot of power into that. Oh. Drop the seat a little. We don't want to be going over the bars on these, that's for sure. Oh my god. Oh. Yeah. Oh well. It's tiresome, but you know, it's good fun nevertheless. It's challenging, which, you know, that's what you come for. Let's get a challenge, see where you're at, test your skills. But you know, quite often you want to come on your own, push too hard, and that's when the injuries happen. So we'll be taking it relatively easy, trying to make sure that I get in work on Monday morning. Mountain bike injuries are always frowned upon, especially when it's regular. Oh my god. Well, let me know in the comments if anyone watching this has got insurance for accidents on your bike. I keep getting adverts pop up on Facebook, and I have to say, the more I ride on my own, the more I'm tempted to invest and get a bit of security. I mean, I had a relatively large off last year. Oh, wow, okay. Where up Cannock Chase, where I bruised my ribs quite badly coming down up a cliff, where it kind of wheel turned underneath me and kind of smashed up against the handlebars, and I was sore for a couple of months, but I was still able to work. So yeah, I guess it's one of those that if you have it, great. If you have an accident, if you don't, you're just wasting money for a what if. Whew. Okay, now I actually need to get this bike in for a service, because the gears aren't quite indexing right. At the moment I'm struggling for a granny gear, which is not ideal with this, and I know we have the steepest part to come. Wow, okay. Looks like we're gonna drop down here. Okay. I'm just gonna ride it out. We don't know what's coming. Lovely. Very rocky and really challenging. I certainly see this will test your skills. For someone like me that's only really been mountain biking properly on trails for about 2 years now, advanced quite quickly, and I would say after doing Degler's Blacks, Amsterdam's Blacks, this is actually a little bit more like a black in sections, if I'm honest. The grading is definitely quite frugal, should we say. Frugal's the right word. Oh no. Couldn't find the right gear. One of. It's worth noting there's several blacks and several reds here, which, you know, they're all a decent distance. Nice little drop off there. Beautiful. Nice. They're all a decent distance. One of the reds is like 8 kilometres and that's a tester. I haven't actually done that, but I could have. Just to see how testing that was in order to do this, but I'm fairly confident I should be able to handle most of what this throws at me, as long as I don't go mad. Finally a little bit of a flowy bit, which is good, we needed that. Some rock drops. Ooh. Yeah. Still don't know if I should open that front at the very least. Got a lot of vibration. So it's a lot rockier than what I'm used to. Here we go. Right. So you can see the Minotaur down there, running alongside, parallel to this track. Must be on loop 2 of the Minotaur. But yeah, this is very, very different terrain. A lot more challenging on the arms. I mean, I can see my grip and my arms being absolutely shredded at the end of this. People definitely take this at a much quicker speed than me. Well, that's better. That's much better. So this is where it joins with the Minotaur. The bottom of. So if you really wanted to, you could just do that section and drop out, but we're not going to, because we are doing the full Dragon's Back. Unfortunately, I mean, I'm definitely relying on these signs being accurate, because they don't offer you a map here. There are maps at the start of the trails, but nothing really significant elsewhere. If it's the Dragon's Back still, then we're all good. Let's have a look. It says Dragon's Back to the right. Okay. Now I haven't got a clue if this is the right way or not. Who knows? Okay. So this is the Big Dug, where the Dragon's Back resumes. I don't know why I want to keep calling it the Dragon's Tail. And you know, it should actually have been a bit of a clue as to the condition of what this would be like when it says the Dragon's Back. I mean, because they're scaly and bumpy, I guess. So it should have been a clue, really. This is the fairly tricky stuff. Use a fair old amount of power to tackle it. Oh my lord. And you know, quite often that's what you're looking for in a camera, is to show just how difficult some of these trails are. Okay. It's like we've just joined up with a beast. Dread to think what that's like. I mean, it'd be great fun if it was downhill. And this is the problem, is the harder you work and the more you're blowing, the deeper you get into the red, the more likely it is to make mistakes. And mistakes at a place like this can be costly, as I keep saying. So I should probably just tone it back a little and take it a bit easier, keep the heart rate down. It might make the audio a little more bearable rather than it just being me breathing. We shall see. Oh yeah, see, it's very slippy. That was just leaves, really. Almost sent me down the side of the trail. Well, the other factor here, I'm riding this blind. I've got absolutely no idea where it wants to take us. So I'm just trusting that I haven't done anything stupid, any blind drop-offs or anything like that on a red. And it didn't seem to say that there would be. any tabletops or anything like that. So, whoa, okay, it's pretty steep. This easily done in reality. That's the other thing when you first start out and you look at a step or you look at a decline and you think, whoa, that's steep, but you know, as you start to ride them, you realise that the bikes are just made for it, and you know, you can just roll through them and it will do it. It will do the job for you, basically. You know, there's an element of bike positioning to stop you from going over the bars and things like that, but in reality, if you trust in the bike, that's half the job done. Right, here we go. A few more tiny little drops. Oh, some nice big ones, and in the back, out wide. Yeah, so it's very techy, this. Techy and wet. Tree stumps, oh, so the one semi-wide. Whew, you bastard. Yeah, out of the saddle for this. This really is getting steeper. So we're at the top of that. And drop it down a little. This is just teasing little coaster downhills and following them up with more ascent. Just drop the seat a little, handle that. Now the impressive thing with these whites with 130mm travel is they can handle a lot. This particular model won Bike of the Year in several magazines in 2017, and you can see why. I mean, one of the things he was saying, you know, you could quite possibly take on downhill tracks with it, which I have to say would be a push, but you know, the travel's good enough. The geometry is brilliant. The front fork is at such an angle that it's kind of made for the downhill stuff, but still pretty nimble on the uphills. It's not too heavy. I mean, this is the aluminium model and not the carbon model, so still about 13 kilograms I think, but yeah, it's not too bad. Whew. Ooh. There we go. Okay. Right. We're dropping into something here. Could this be the ascent we're looking for? But it promises slightly. That's better than the uphill stuff, I have to say. I'm fairly surprised that I sound like a Red Indian chief with how rickety this track is. It's like being on one of those roller coasters, one of the old ones that are made to be just as rickety as you'd expect these old wooden things to be. That's a nice little drop section. That. Right, that's what we're going down here. We're walking path up there. I mean, that's another fairly confusing sign in reality. Okay, so here we go. Now, just like the opportunity to get some speed up in reality might help a little with how rickety it is if I open up the back travel slightly. Oh, there we go. It's much nicer, much nicer. So the other thing is, you're concentrating so much on the trail, you forget to open up your travel and give yourself a smoother ride. Whew. Yes. This is challenging, I have to say. It's making me a little bit happy by not maybe doing the black, but you never know. These things, you go down to Forest of Dean and their red is very techy, and for me not a great deal of fun, because I quite like the fast bermy bits. You see what I was saying about the bottom bracket being quite low and catching the pedals? There's a prime example back there where I caught the pedals, and yeah, quite obviously that's not what you want to do. So it's very tricky. You know, I think it's probably one of the most challenging I've done. I mean, I don't usually get out the saddle, and I'm finding plenty of opportunity to do that here. Right, so I'm running RockShox reverb as well, which same problems as everyone else in reality. I have a problem where I can't tighten up the seat pole enough, so the seat pole is usually fairly loose, because otherwise it bends the reverb pole, and then you get more friction, and the seat doesn't want to go up or down. I had to send my first reverb back and get a replacement because of that. So the torque that they recommend on the seat post is too much in reality, so White really should look at that. But then, you know, reverb has so many issues that it could just be a reverb problem. Let's give it a whirl. Alright, nice bendy bit. I mean, yep, it's plateaued very quickly. So unfortunately I have to say that, you know, despite it being extremely technical, I mean, that is just crazy. We've got some felled trees here along with the rest of the debris, and that's just making that very difficult. So let's just calm it down. Whew. These slippy rocks. Smash my bottom bracket there again. Oh. So I'm guessing no one's actually been through here to check for felled trees and whatnot. I mean, fortunately we can get past this one, but it says we're coming to the end of this little section. So looking for this dreamy section we've been promised. Alright, got a fire road, so I'm going to switch this off quickly. So as you can see behind me, this is a climb that would rival the initial incline at Landegler, which is a good 20 to 30 minute incline. This is just all fire road. It's non-stop, the helmet's off. It's hard work, it's loose gravel. Making you work for it, making you work for it. Right, okay, so a good 20 minutes to half an hour incline. and we're now at the top of Beefy, which is on the Dragon's Back and the Beast. So we've got a bit of a red and a bit of a black. We've opened up the travel just in case. Let's drop in. Whew. Right, here we go. It's nice. Yes, beautiful, lovely. Bit of drops there. Going for a dark bit here, so just to see what the picture quality is like. So Beefy is Beefy because it just keeps going. I don't know. I'm hoping there's a nice Beefy downhill section at some point. These flat, inclining little sections. I mean, it might be your cup of tea, but yeah, I come for the downhills. I like gravity. Where are we? Yeah, just gone through Beefy. And it comes down to a big fire road, which I've been down and come back up because it seemed like a hell of a lot of fire road. It's a large fire road climb before Beefy. And I go through Beefy, which is relatively flat, and then come onto this other fire road, which seems like a lot of effort for fire road just to go back down another fire road. So I'm keeping my eyes peeled for where exactly the red and black trails resume, because it's really not clear. I think a couple of markers down this section just to let riders know that they're on the right path, they're still going the right way, would be perfect. Because the last thing you want is to just get lost in the middle of Snowdonia National Park and not know where you are. So yeah, worth noting, a sign around about here, maybe just saying yes, you're going the right way, keep going, will be perfect, because I probably just wasted a lot of energy double backing on myself to make sure. But there we go. Right, after a very long uphill just now, going up to the side of, you can see Snowdon in the distance and the cloud cover though, so it wasn't really recordable. But we finally made it to the top of what they call the Adams family. 5 declines starting with Herman and the rest of them are named after the Adams family, so you got Pugsley and things like that. So we're gonna open up the travel. Let's go. Pretty good. It's probably got some walking trail down here. Well, it's not down there. It's a walking trail. So that's not good, is it? It needs to be better signposted, not split like that in reality. Just confuses things. Down trees and twigs. Okay, I mean, it's kind of flowy. You wouldn't have thought that someone had been through this before me, but I know that several people have. That's pretty good fun. It's good. Finally got a bit of speed on, which is what I've been looking for. Just gonna set my rear to half the travel, or a little bit overly excited at the back, jumping around. Still got the front fully open to absorb these rocks, which otherwise could probably throw me off the handlebars. That's pretty good. Nice flow. Look at that. I mean, this would be really nice and bermy if you could see the trail a bit better. It's more like it. A lot of trusting the flow of the trail builders here. Reading the trail ahead, and this is yeah, it's good. It's good stuff. Whoa! A drop leading into a berm like that. That's, yeah, it's an interesting one. Didn't expect that. Nice little bermy to finish off. Drop out. A bit of rock garden. Ooh. Yep, and we're out. Okay. Whoo. Back onto a fire road. Okay, I mean that was pretty good actually. Quite enjoyed that. More fire roads. Hopefully taking up to another similar trail. I'll tell you what, these fire roads here, they just don't give in. Another massive one after Herman, but at least the sun's out. Still more climbing to go though. Oh man. Just look at that view. Drink that in. I believe, well, I don't know for sure, but you can see Snowdon from up here. Either way, Wales sure is beautiful. Okay, we've moved on to Chestmount because the clip on the helmet didn't last. It kind of came loose. So for all this uphill fire road and stuff, then literally just so you can do this downhill fire road. I do not understand that. Unless I've gone wrong somewhere, I do not understand that one bit. But you know, it's quick and it's probably going to make it some miles. So there we go. No doubt it's got a destination. Some sort. Hopefully something exciting. I'm getting sick of fire roads. I believe actually that someone's mentioned that about this place before. The sheer amount of fire roads that you have to go through. Pretty gnarly in that way. Just intense. Uphill, uphill, uphill. Really, I want some more trail riding because that's what I've come for. Ah, here we go. That's more like it. And then I've got Gomez. Gomez was one of the key Adler family guys, right? So I mean, this should be good, you think? It's a little bit tricky to know where the trail's going. Where are we want? Probably doesn't help that my photochromatic lenses are pretty dark at the moment. Just over the river. Can't really see too much until they clear up. And in the sun, there we go, we're starting to clear up a little now. You'll see a bit better. It's very shaky, so I'm interested to see how it comes out in the video. Pretty gnarly. Whoa! Let's hit that rock straight on. That would have been good. Pretty gnarly berm, considering. Okay, I mean, don't tell me that was it. Surely, no. We're now going into Morticia. Here we go. Morticia Adams. Yeah, bit of air off that. Beautiful. Oh, bit of unexpected uphill. Oh, it caught me out there. And then back at it. It's really rocky and choppy. And slippy on the rocks. There's a really trusty Magic Marys, Schwabs on this bike. Hang on in there. Very lovely. Fuck. Oh, and it goes that way. Good God. Let's be having your Pugsley. See what you got. Hopefully straight in between some trees. And down we go. Here we go. Oh, it's a bit techy. Twisting. Narrow. Nice little berm. On that. Not taking enough speed really. Oh, nearly. It's so slippy. It's quite easy to get your line wrong. Here we go. Right, I'm sure. I'm going to swap the battery. Right, here we go. Good fun. It's good. It's good. Is it the one? Just riding this bend in there out of nowhere. Oh, I'll tell you what. Few little drops. Somebody jump through there. Whoa. Whoa, watch out for that. Oh man. And that's Bugs Way. Oh. Or is it just a butter? I'll go Festa. Pugsley's bottom. Let's deliver. Lovely. Yes. Oh, that's techie. Oh, slippy as well. Oh, okay, I've never heard anything like that before. Wow. We are now there. Here we go, lads. Put you up. That's it. Can't let it go. I don't know where the trail goes. There we go. Tell you what, the grip is going to be absolutely shagged after this. Oh! Taking a lot of concentration and energy in the bars. Good fucking God. More grip needed. In my hands, that is. First thing to go for me. Oh my lord. How are we doing? Woo. Wow. Let's take a quick break up here. Right. It's a nice little chat from with a guy on an e-bike from Shrewsbury. Cracking bloke. Absolutely bombing it down around here. You know what, fair play to him. 55 and banging it down these. So well, I had to take a good 10-minute break because my hands were absolutely done coming down there. But we've now got Uncle Festa. We've got about 4 miles left of this trail. So let's do this. Alright, here we go.
They're creepy and they're kooky, mysterious and spooky. They're all together ooky, the Addams Family.
Uncle Festa likes the speed. Uncle Festa's the drug addict. Oh, Uncle Festa, you spoil me. Which way do we go? Ooh. A fair bit of deforestation around here. Still quite technical. Good though, it's fast, it's flowy. Still taking an absolute hammering on the arms, but you know, what do you expect? Unexpected drop. Ah, you bastard! Just got a stone to the fucking chin. Nice one. Just so much trust in the bike here. Very gravelly and loose. Oh man. And there we go. I'll take it. At that point, slippy. Seriously lacking energy now. I mean, this place is a monster, absolute monster. Just keeps going. I mean, the fire roads do not help one bit. Especially if you're not on an e-bike like me. I mean, this place is designed for e-bikes really. I mean, that sort of super fit. I'm not super fit, maybe in the summer, certainly not right now. Call this a swim. So many pedals. Might save me on cleaning the bike, who knows. Nice and flowy. Oh, here we go. There's some serious flow about that. Oh man. Jesus, does that throw you around? It's intense for the tightness levels. Now I'm coasting when I would be pedalling usually. Look at that. Just waiting for an e-bike to come up behind me. This place is rife of them. This is a long bit of single track bit. You know what? Like, it needed it because so much of it has been fire road. I'm fairly sure I heard that criticism of this place before. But see, tired now, losing concentration a bit. Okay. Whoa! Yeah, I didn't see that. A bit of rain, a bit of water, the visor. Completely missed that drop. Still good though. Survived. Whoa! Looking for civilization now. Ooh. Right in the knackers. I don't have the energy to bunny hop. And here we go. Pretty clear. Now, ooh yeah. Nowhere to. So, be nice if that's it for a while. Fire road after fire road after fire road. Oh, it's relentless. And there's a lot of it. I don't know where it's trying to lead me. Probably to another hill to climb. Just for the sake of getting it to climb a hill. I mean, that has happened. Right, we're about to drop into the beginning of the end. That's what the trail's called. Hopefully it is. More fire road, just being, it's relentless here. Right, let's pop it down. In the words of D.D. Smith,
Let's be having you!
fast up at you. I don't know how it's coming, do you? It's the problem. Whoa! Well, I did it wrong. Once again, having to be very cautious due to tiredness and not knowing where the trail goes. So, taking it a bit easy. Wow. Ooh. Wow, absolutely relentless. That is just this place in a nutshell. Is almost had me. That's tiredness in the arms, right arm. Gave way a bit. I do hate roots though. Roots. Stuck in this block. Into Seven Sisters, and we're actually going down now from where we started, so it's got to be near the finish. Okay, let's have a strong finish then. Now, I imagine it's been quite fun if you've got the energy. Just concentrating on hanging on. Let's keep going, I think. Just a step. Your intentional line. Very real. Look at that. Again. What's okay? Good, I was right,
now.
well.
I thought I got you then.
You did.
So, I'm now on my way back to the Midlands, and I thought I should probably give you my verdict really on Coed-Y-Brenin. It was a 3-hour drive out there, 3-hour drive back, 6-hour round trip. I was there from about 8:30 this morning, finished about 4 o'clock. I'm absolutely shattered, that's for sure. But was it worth it? That's the question really. Well, it was pretty epic. It was a monster, an absolute monster. The problem I have is it a monster because it's an enjoyable monster, or is it a monster because there are shitloads of fire roads, and many of them that just led to more fire roads? And I think I'm one of these bikers that if you're gonna have to sweat and really turn your gears to get up a hill or up a fire road or up switchbacks or whatever else it might be, if you're climbing, I want to be rewarded. I want to be rewarded with a great bit of trail, you know, a really fast, nice bit of downhill or something like that. And I just felt a little underwhelmed by what the Dragon's Back had to offer, if I'm honest. The best part of the trail was the Adams family. That was pretty good. The first section, Herman, did not lead on to the other 4 or 5 as I thought it would. There was another bit of fire road that led to more downhill fire road, which just doesn't really make any sense to me. I mean, I suppose the views are pretty spectacular, but at the same time, you know, it could have been a lot shorter, I guess. The rest of the Adams family was pretty awesome, and I had to stop because it was absolutely shredding my arms and my grip in my hands, because it was just relentless. But brilliant, really good. And there was a couple of runs after that were really good. But I have to admit that, you know, I found myself much of the time sat on fire roads thinking more fire roads, and they just kept going and going and going. And when those fire roads go up and then go down again on a fire road, it feels a little unsatisfying. But you know, at the end of the day, it's definitely worth a look. And I only did the blue, which is the Minortaur, which was really good, really fun, flowy, lots of kind of places to kind of get here and things like that. A really fun trail, especially for a blue. And the red, which is the Dragon's Back. But there are other reds and there are blacks. There are several blacks. I have to say that initially I was just like, wow, this is awesome, and I do still feel like it was pretty good, you know, being a monster. But do I feel that Landegler still is better than it? Yeah, probably, because Degler is just, you know, there's one fire road really, in reality, one major fire road to get up the hill, and then everything else is trails, and it's thought about, and it's quite flowy in parts, and there's some decent jumps and things like that. So, you know, in terms of kind of fun factor and getting reward for your effort, I think Degler is definitely right up there, whereas Coed-Y-Brenin, perhaps the reward for your effort isn't quite where I would like it to be. But you know, it was still a great trail, still very much worth going out to, and it's definitely probably in my top 3 trail centres probably. The bike held out brilliantly, it handled everything that I threw at it. Probably needs a really good service at the moment, seeing as I have taken it down Degler, Hamsterley, and now Coed-Y-Brenin in the last couple of weeks, and there's been a lot of rock gardens, a lot of stones and stuff. It's taken a battering, but you know, the fact that it's done it and it's still going and it's still running perfectly, that's brilliant. So I'm really pleased with White. Highly recommend it, and I think every other White T130 user highly recommends the White bikes. So you know, if you get a chance, definitely look them up. You can test them out at Swinley in Berkshire. The test centre for White bikes is there, so you can rent them out and test them. That's what I did, and that actually sold me on getting a White bike through riding that, because it was just such a great experience. So yeah, and that's about it. That kind of concludes my Coed-Y-Brenin kind of ride and review. Hope you enjoyed it. Peace out.